Yo, what is happening, folks? Welcome to the channel again. If you haven't yet, please go and subscribe or like or do those things. I'm on a bit of a drinking water mission at the moment, so cheers. Drinking water is good for you. I had to learn the hard way, so drink your water, folks. In today's video, we are going to be speaking about 5 ways that you can improve your recordings at your home studio, in your bedroom, or wherever you are recording at home that isn't a professional recording studio. So, stick around. Let's get into it. Alright, so when you're working in a home studio, the first thing that you want to basically invest in is a good set of headphones, because when you have monitors, that obviously creates a fair amount of sound and it can become pretty loud when you start mixing, and as you mix it gets louder and louder and louder, and your extended community of people are going to get severely irritated with you. Eventually they are going to be complaining and saying the music's super loud, please, I'm trying to sleep, or I'm trying to watch my series, or I'm trying to watch Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad, and it's just going to remove inspiration from your workflow because you're going to be constantly battling with volume issues and people complaining. So invest in a good set of headphones. The Audio-Technica M50s are great, the Beyerdynamic DT770s are great, but in recording studios in general, we struggle a little bit with click bleed, so the more you can isolate the sound inside your headphones and remove the external sound, the better. So a good set of these over here, these Beyerdynamic DT150s, they isolate the sound really awesomely. Like right now I can hear my voice in my head, which is weird. Kind of feels like I've plugged my ears, but they are really awesome for recording. So these are great tracking headphones. I would invest in them if I were you, but the Beyerdynamic DT770s are always good for home mixing and that sort of stuff, headphone mixing. I find them to be pretty flat. Alright, the next thing you want to do is apply some treatment to your room that you're working in. Get some bass traps, get some panels for the walls. There's tons of videos on YouTube that will give you great tips as to how you can at least treat your room a little bit, because sound is reflective. So the more reflective the surface is, the more the sound is going to bounce. And the more the sound is bouncing around your room, the harder it is to mix if you are using speakers. Obviously with headphones, it's a different story, but you get all sorts of things like the SonarWorks reference system, for instance, where you can basically reference your headphones and it'll EQ things and make it really awesome for you to mix and give you the most accurate result outside of the facility that you are busy recording in. So spend some time and effort in learning what sort of treatment is and what ways work, which is really good. Bass traps are good, carpets are good, and just panels on the wall, you know, with a bit of foam treatment inside. But foam is particularly difficult, but there's a ton of videos on the internet that can really give you the ins and outs of treating a room. I'm not a sound acoustic specialist. I make music and mix. I don't treat rooms, but I did work alongside the guys that treated these rooms that we working, and it makes the biggest difference for both the control room and the live room. So spend a bit of time on getting your acoustics right in your room. I can't stress to you how important that is. It made the biggest difference for me, and I'm pretty sure it'll make the biggest difference for you in getting your mixes to translate outside of the studio or room that you are working in. Tip number 3 is get to know your DAW, digital audio workstation, whether it be Logic, Pro Tools, Ableton, Fruity Loops, Cubase, Studio One, whichever one you prefer. Just get to know it. Know where all your equalizers are, know all your shortcuts, know what the program can do for you, because we are living in a modern world, and in a modern world we have technology, and technology helps us just make recordings better. So get to know your DAW, because another trick or tip, shall I say, is when you are tracking some things, sometimes you can track things with post-production ideas in mind. A good example would be the drum kit. If you record a drum kit, you don't have to particularly record the cymbals super loud to get a heavier or louder sound. You can actually play them relatively soft and then drive your room mics a little bit, and that way the drum kit will naturally start sounding a little bit more aggressive, a little heavier. I got to thank my buddy Gideon Boertes for that tip. Gidi, I got you, my bro. I use that tip all the time ever since you told me about it. Anyway, so get to know your DAW. It is a tool of technology and it consists of so many different things that can make your mixes better. And our videos can help you navigate through your DAWs a little bit better. So go and watch a few more videos. I'm not sure where it is linking right now, but over there or there, go and check out some more videos of ours to help you get to know your DAW a little bit better. The next thing is dynamics, recording with dynamics. I find that when I'm recording with headphones in any studio, whether it be a home studio or a big professional studio, is that the idea of dynamics sort of gets a bit weird because you've got headphones on and the sound is isolated to ear, especially if you are using these DT150s that really do isolate the external sound. It makes a big difference to consciously pay attention to dynamics, loud, soft, and play with dynamics. It's not a really hard thing to do if you're thinking about it, and it will make the biggest difference to your music and your productions. It is a little tip that's not really just for a big studio, it's for recording in general. So whether it be a home studio or any studio, you just apply dynamics to your performances and to your listening and to your arrangements within your songs, and that'll make a huge difference to your music. It'll make your music feel a bit more emotive and it will captivate people a little bit more. Bring the verses a little bit down, pop the choruses out, or invert it, louder verses, softer choruses, whatever floats your boat. Just apply dynamics. It is a game changer in every sense of the word. And our fifth and final tip for today is try and invest in a decent vocal mic, a condenser vocal mic, because recording vocals is everything. Vocals is everything in modern music. When people listen to songs, they're listening to the vocal sound, they're listening to what the person is saying. And along with that condenser mic, invest in a pop filter. A pop filter is yet another game changer. Now, a great microphone to have in a home studio facility is the Shure SM7. The Shure SM7 is absolutely awesome because it's kind of got this little pop filter thing on it. Hang on, I've actually got one in the studio. Let me go and grab it so I can show you. Ha! Alright, so here we are. Shure SM7. This is what it looks like. Most of you would probably know it as a podcasting mic, and the reason why is because it sounds really good, and it isn't the most expensive mic on the market, and it's already got this version of a pop filter on, which makes the world of difference. You can pop it right up there just like that and sing into it, and you can record a whole host of other instruments with this one microphone. If your budgets are tight and you sort of want a good for all kind of mic, this is the one, the Shure SM7B. It's got the pop filter. The reason why I say pop filter is because you got those nasty sounds that just destroy mixes. And I, myself as an engineer, I don't really enjoy ducking those P's out or trying to find a way to remove them when I'm mixing live recordings or stuff where pop filters weren't used. It's a terrible job, it's time consuming, it's exhausting, and it kills your ears. And the most important thing is you don't want to get ear fatigue because you need to come out with a fresh mix at the end of the day. Well guys, that's my 5 tips for this week. I hope they really help you guys. Please leave a comment below and let me know if you have used any of these tips in your workflow at all, and if they did help you or not. Maybe they don't help you, but I think they will. Let me know in the comments below, and if there's any other topics you would dig to hear, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll do a video about them. We've got a couple of cool videos coming up in the weeks to come, and thank you so much to the people that have let us know what sort of videos you would like. We're going to get to all those videos and try and cover all the things that involve recording, both in a professional studio or at a home studio. But until next time, folks, have yourself a fantastic week, or rather a splendid week, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for sticking around. Peace.